eyes I have seen.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Gabby and I'm so glad that you're joining me today. And in today's video, I have decided to do a full face using all E.L.F products. I recently picked up a whole bunch of E.L.F products that I wanted to try out, and I figured why not just do a full face of them, see how they work and all that good stuff, and film it for you guys. I haven't delved into E.L.F products as much as I wanted to. I've used a couple products here and there, but I haven't used as much of the products as I would like. So I thought I would do a full face, sit down, try all the products, and let you know which ones I like and which ones I don't like. So yeah, without further ado, if you guys are interested in seeing how I got this look here, then keep on watching. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and get started using all of these products. I'm super excited to try out some of these products because I really haven't tried much of any of these products. I have tried like the primer before and maybe a couple other products, but most of the other stuff is fairly new to me. So I'm going to be going ahead and doing my normal face just using all E.L.F products, and we will see how each of them works. So I have for primer, I have the Poreless face primer. This is one that I have used before and I actually really do like this. I believe this one is $6 and it's like just a normal like white cream, but it does really help fill in the pores. It does have a smell though, and if you're not into smells, maybe it might not be pleasant for you, but I honestly don't. It doesn't bother me. It's not too strong. It just does have a smell. I thought I would mention that. Okay, so then for foundation, I picked up the E.L.F oil-free SPF 15 sunscreen flawless finish foundation in the shade caramel, and I basically just eyeballed this color. I am not sure if this is going to work on my skin, but we will see. But this one, it says it's a lightweight and oil-free formula, and it's designed to help even your skin tone for a long-lasting, beautiful semi-matte finish. Okay, this is what it looks like out of the package. It's super sleek looking, like, you know, whoop. It's super sleek looking, and it has a pump, which is awesome. I love when foundations have pumps. It makes application easier. So I will go ahead and pump some onto the back of my hand. This is what it looks like. It may or may not work. We'll see. I'm just going to dot this onto my face. It actually looks like it's going to be a tad dark, but I'll just go ahead and try to make it work. So I'm going to go ahead and blend this out with my E.L.F Ultimate Blending Brush. I didn't pick up E.L.F brushes. I didn't feel like that was necessary. I mean, I know some of their brushes are good, like this one. I love this brush, and some of them aren't, but I just felt like I would focus on the actual makeup products today rather than do like the brushes as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend this out. Yeah, this is a little too dark, but hopefully maybe with the concealer it'll be okay. The one thing I will say though is this foundation did not have that many shades. Like, there was probably 6 or 7 shades, which is why it was so hard for me to figure out what shade I was, because it would go from like a really like light color to like a medium color, then to like a very dark color. Like, there were a couple in between shades, but it wasn't like, and plus you can't open this box up at Target and, you know, shade match and like swatch. So I had to kind of do it by what it looked like in the box. So as far as the foundation looks, it looks, let me get it close really quickly. It looks pretty good. I wouldn't say it's full coverage because I can still see kind of some of my freckles and, you know, acne spots coming through, but it got pretty good coverage for, you know, having it, for it only being $6. So yeah, I would say this is probably like a medium coverage, and the finish looks pretty good. It's not very like dewy, but it's also not like flat matte either, which I don't mind. Plus I can just always go in and set it with powder and, you know, take some of that dewiness out, because, you know, I do tend to get oily throughout the day. But so far I like the foundation, other than that the color is a little off. I probably would have to have gotten the shade that was a little lighter than this one, and probably mix the two, because the light one would probably be too light and this one is too dark. So alright, so now for concealer, I got the HD Lifting Concealer, and this is in the shade Light, and I believe this was like $3 or $4. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this under my eyes.
Why don't we all fall in love?
The formula kind of reminds me of NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, just the texture of the formula. We'll see if it actually is a dupe for the shade or the Radiant Creamy. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend this in. Okay, so now that I have that all blended in, I'm going to take a closer look. As far as the coverage goes, I don't think it has that much coverage. I mean, you can see it, but you can't see it. Like, it's not, I would consider this light coverage. I do think that the color was nice. I think that it did lighten a little bit, but as far as it being like full coverage, I don't think it is. So if you're planning on getting this concealer to cover dark circles, this probably wouldn't be the one for you. But like myself, I don't really have dark circles, so I don't really use concealer for that as much. I use it more for like lightening and covering up acne spots. But I feel like because this is light coverage, if I had to use this to cover up some acne spots I have, it wouldn't have done the job. So that's kind of where this is. I'm going to go ahead and set this really quickly because I don't want to get any creases under my eyes. And for powder, I picked up the E.L.F. HD powder. This one says it's in sheer. I believe this is just like a translucent powder. It says it creates a soft focus effect on the skin, helps mask fine lines and imperfections for radiant looking complexion. This is what the packaging looks like. Now, this kind of powder scares me a lot because it is stark white. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's got like that like flashback, like arrow, like ding ding ding, like it makes me think it's gonna give me flashback. So I'm only gonna use a little bit. I'm not gonna go crazy with it because I do not want to get flashback. So I'm just gonna use a little bit to set my under eyes. Oh, I hate these stupid little peel off things. There we go. I'm gonna use it to set my under eyes and then set the rest of my face, but I'm not gonna like bake under my eyes because I know if I do that, it will literally just be like stark white under my eyes. I will say though that did take away the dewiness. Like, it's gone, so. And then I'm just going to use a larger powder brush to set the rest of my face. So, I mean, my face looks set. It doesn't look like too matte, but it doesn't look as dewy as it did before, which is kind of what I was going for. So yeah, I'm interested to see how it looks when I do all my makeup and see if it gives it any flashback. Okay, moving on to like bronzer and blush. I picked up this contouring blush and bronzing duo. This one is in Turks and Caicos. I picked this up. I think this was like $5, $4 or $5. So I'm going to use this to do blush and bronzer today, if I can get it open. So it comes in like this, their standard compacts, and this is what they both look like. Now I'm a little nervous because the bronzer has glitter in it, which I don't tend to do. I don't really like my bronzer to be shimmery, just because I like a matte bronzer. But let's go ahead and try it out. I'm going to take a bronzing brush from Morphe, wherever it goes, there it is. My Morphe, this is the Morphe R7, and I'm going to go ahead and use the bronzer to go ahead and bronze my face. Hopefully this isn't too crazy. Wow, that looks really good actually. I'm pretty impressed. It doesn't show up shimmering on the face, which is good. It is super pigmented as well, if you can't already tell. And it's a nice bronzing shade for my color, for my skin tone. It is like the right amount of like light, or the right amount of warm tone and cool tone to me. Like, it looks good. Like, I could use this to bronze or just a straight contour. And then now for the blush side, which I think is going to be too light for me, just because of, I mean, it's like a very pale pink color, but we're going to try it out and see. If not, I have a backup blush I could use. Yeah, nah. It's just too light, and also it's too shimmery in my opinion. I don't really like shimmery blushes. I mean, I have some, but I don't normally tend to use them just because I rather have like a matte blush. Here it is. This is the E.L.F. Baked Blush. I haven't used this in quite a while, so we can use this. This one is fairly light as well, but I mean, it shows up just a teeny bit more than the other one does. Okay, so then for highlighter, I actually already owned this. I didn't pick it up when I went to go grab some, but this is the E.L.F. highlighter, and I think this is the Blush Gems highlighter, and I actually really love this highlighter. Now, when you first use it, it doesn't show up very well, but I learned, I forgot where I learned this from, maybe from a review or something, but like if you scrape the top layer off of this highlighter, the pigment actually shows up better. So like that's what I did, and then I applied it, and it worked so much better. So I really do love this. I think this is only like $3, and it's such a pretty color. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply this. Like, it's amazing. And I remember when I first got this, I was so disappointed because I had seen people use it and was like, their highlight was so blinding, and I was like, well, what the heck? Like, it's not working for me. And then I saw that you have to scrape the first layer off, because I guess when they've packed it in, the first layer doesn't show up all the pigment that is in it. So you just gotta scrape off that layer, and then all the pigment comes out after that. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and set my face. I got the E.L.F. E.L.F. Matte Magic Mist and Set. This says it's a fine, clear setting spray, helps makeup stay put, and helps control shine for a beautiful looking skin, infused with vitamin B, E, Arcticum Majus root to help hydrate and soothe. Lightweight, comfortable formula helps improve makeup wearability and prevent color from running or fading. So, and it also says to shake well, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I haven't tried this before, so I'm keen to see how it looks. Okay, and I'm gonna let that dry really quickly. Okay, so my face is all set. So far so good with the setting spray. Like I said, with the foundation, I'm gonna have to try it out, see how it looks throughout the day, and then let you guys know. So next, for eyebrows, which I'm kind of nervous for, I got the Gel and Powder Eyebrow Kit in the shade Dark, which I'm a little nervous to use, but we're gonna go ahead and try it out. Alright, so this is what it looks like. I'm gonna take the plastic off, and it comes with like the gel and the powder and a little brush that I'm not gonna use. I'm just gonna toss that. I'm just gonna take my own angled brush. This is the Brow Gal brush that I usually use with my brow pomade from the Brow Gal. But I'm gonna go ahead and use this and attempt to do my brows. I'm gonna first spoolie them out first. And then I guess I'm going to go in with the gel. Okay, so now that I have the gel kind of worked in, I'm going to go in with the powder. I'm actually just going to use, I'm going to use just this little thing and see how it works to get the powder in. Okay, so I'm working the brow powder into my hairs, and I'm going to get really close really quickly. And honestly, I don't really see much of a difference. I mean, the brow gel, because the brow gel is like the dark one and the brow powder is the light one, so I don't really understand why I have the brow powder so light, because it's not really going to show up unless it's just there to like make sure the gel doesn't slide around, which in that case I guess it's okay, but I would rather have the gel and the powder the same color, that way the powder could add extra coverage where you needed it, but that's just me, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other brow really quickly. So the brows are done. This product is not one of my favorites. I mean, I do like the brow gel. I mean, I like the Noof. They kind of, you know, once you use both of them, they make the brows look good. But it is a longer process than what I would want. Whereas if I just use a brow pencil, it takes me less time than going in with the, you know, with the gel, then with the powder, then with the gel, then with the powder. So, but for the $3, it's still a good product. I just think I have other products that I can use that work faster and are easier to use. So I didn't pick up a brow gel for some reason. I guess I forgot. So I'm gonna use what I normally use on my brows really quickly, and then I will come back to finish off with the eyes. Okay, so I finished off the eyebrows, and now I'm gonna go ahead and get started with the eyes. First off, I'm gonna prime using the concealer that I used earlier and the translucent powder. Okay, so now the eyes are all set. So I'm going to go in using the Matte for Matte eyeshadow palette. This is an eyeshadow palette that has all mattes in it, of course. This palette is $10, I believe, and I've actually heard pretty good things about E.L.F's eyeshadow palettes, specifically this Matte for Matte palette. So I'm excited to try it out and see how it works. Okay, so opening up the palette, this is what it looks like on the inside. So you've got a nice range of warm tones and cool tones. So I'm going to go ahead and try to come up with a look to do for this and see how it looks. So starting with this shade here, the third shade down in the palette, I'm going to use this to start going into my crease and kind of making a transition. So I will just note that the palette does have a lot of kick-up. I don't know if you can tell, but I mean, kick-up is kick-up. It doesn't really bother me. Just blow it away. So far, it's blending out really nicely. I do like this shade. It's kind of like, it kind of is sort of like my skin tone, but I mean, it shows up. At least I can see it. So it's a pretty good like transition shade for me. Next, I think I am going to go in with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The fifth shade in the palette. It's like a deeper brown. And I'm going to use this to start deepening up the crease in the outer V area. So I'm going to go in with this third to last shade in the palette, this one here, and I'm just gonna use this one and a little bit of this one to even further define the outer V area and just to give it some definition. And then to finish off the look with the lips, I bought this E.L.F. Velvet Matte Lipstick in Blushing Brown. This is what it looks like here. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out of the packaging. I believe this was another product that was $3 or $4. So this is what it looks like here. It's like in a standard lipstick compartment. And I'm gonna swatch the color on the back of my hand. It's very creamy. This is what it looks like. Very pretty too. I'm gonna go ahead and apply this onto my lips. Alright, so this is what the color looks like. I'm super obsessed with this color, and it's super creamy, and it was easy to apply. Yeah, I love this. Alright guys, so my final thoughts on all of the products. I pretty much loved everything, I think, except for the blush color that came in the blush and bronzer duo. Yeah, so I pretty much love all of the products. I think the one if I had to choose one that I didn't like, it would have been the blush and the blush and contour duo, but everything else worked pretty well. But yeah guys, that completes this full face of E.L.F. products. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, give it a big thumbs up, and comment down below some other brands I should do full face products with, and I will be sure to do those. But yeah guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye.